You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 8th, 2024 meeting of the LaPorte County Drainage Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
We'll call the meeting to order for the October 8th, 2024 LaPorte County Drainage Board meeting. Have the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Joe Cusan.
Here.
Pete Blaska. Tony Hendricks.
Here.
Connie Grammarosa. Jeff Minster.
Here.
Pat Vance.
Here.
Approval.
Sorry.
Your mic's on?
Yep.
They are now.
Can I have a motion for approval of minutes?
So move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Vader, Sikorsky, obstruction.
That obstruction is out. John has some pictures that I want to see, but he did not put a pipe back in. He just completely removed it, and it looks like it's even a little lower than it was. So I told Mr. Mitzner, I called Mr. Sikorsky and thanked him, and I told Mr. Kessler. Everyone's happy. We will keep monitoring and make sure nothing comes back.
Hopefully that is taken care of.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out if something does come back.
Yes, Mr. Kessler will call.
Alrighty, that's good. Tree removal bids, Bull and Rodman Ditch, Little Kankakee River.
Got 4.
Help open.
This is the one we rebid, right?
Is this the rebid? Or is this something different?
Yeah.
Yeah, last month it was only once a day.
Oh. They get their envelopes from the same place. That's it.
Everybody have a mic on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You send me a picture of that. Here's a Vader Sikorsky.
Somebody set that up before. They sent one out in the email.
We had one from the email.
Yeah, just dug it.
Before we say these bids, do you have a picture of what this looks like? Of what they're gonna remove? Do you have anything on this? Was there only
Sure.
one tree?
There was 2 trees in Bull, and there was 4 trees in Little Kankakee.
So is this the one that goes through the golf course? This is not that one.
No.
This is something different.
Yes.
Okay. Superior grade excavation, 2,200. They must have forgot they bid because they bid again. I got a second one.
I thought that envelope looked identical.
Superior grade excavation the second time. It's not any cheaper, 2,200. Let's hope it's gonna be cheaper. All SEP construction, 2,000. And whoa, wait a minute, wait.
That's Little Kankakee.
Wait.
This is Bull.
I gotta relook at this. All right, so here's what we have. This is why we have 2 bids. They bid it separately.
Yes.
Okay, so fallen trees in Little Kankakee to be removed on 800 East is 2,200. Bid to remove from the Little Kankakee from Allsep is 2,000. So we want to talk about that one first before because these other 2 are for the Bull. So
And those are pictures for the Bull and the Little Kankakee.
Which one's which? So which one is which here, John?
You're looking at Little Kankakee, and they've got the bull.
It's right.
So this is a little Kankakee.
Those are only two bids you got for King.
That's only 2 bids I have for the Kankakee.
We have funds.
Yeah.
We have funds. Superior's 2,200 and Allsop's 2,000.
Yeah. Let me see those pictures again. How close is the access to this? Are we right here where the trees are down right there?
Yes.
Only gonna walk that far?
You don't want to volunteer for this.
I'm not volunteering for it, but man, I'll tell you what, that's a lot of money for what they're doing.
This is our second bid, so
Yeah.
kind of stuck.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to accept Alsop's bid for Little Kankakee.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's all you get.
Motion passed.
That seems like a heck of a lot of money for nothing.
Wow.
It does, but we're lucky we got anyone to bid, I guess. We ask a lot of people.
So this one's a little Kankakee then?
Well,
Well, that's the
Oh,
bull.
this is bull.
Yep.
Oh my bad.
we reach out to a lot of
This is
people.
where it's at, right here?
Yes, on that side too. And the second tree actually has fallen onto that homeowner's barn. And he looks like he's starting to remove a little bit of it on his property. But the bulk of it fell from the other side of the north side of the ditch, across. And the one runs parallel. It's laying in the ditch, parallel.
What bids do you have for it? Superior and
I got Allsep and Superior for the bull ditch. One Superior Allsep is 4,000 and Superior is 2,200.
It's right there by the road.
yeah.
You know, you guys could probably deny this if you would like to. Do I have a motion to accept these bids?
A lot of money, but this is rainy season
Is it?
coming up.
Yeah.
I hope at some point. I mean, does it look like
I just wanted
you could leave them, or
clarification on the Allsop bid. Is that just for the bull and Rodman, or does that somehow include
Allsep,
the little
Separate.
Kankakee as well? Because they had submitted before on just a little Kankakee.
it says bid to remove trees from the bull ditch, 4,000. And then they must have talked to the landowner because the landowner to cut the tree at the fence.
Well, I know that there's been some issues with that landowner in the past that they told me about. That he has not been very friendly towards the tree removal or the ditch spraying, any of that stuff.
Well, it looks to me like his barn is on the easement anyway.
Yes, and definitely.
So who requested this?
I did.
Who did? You did?
Yes.
could you take it under advisement for a month? Hasn't rained in a while. It doesn't look like it's really blocking water. It's just up to the board.
I say we wait till next month. Maybe Hugh will be here.
That sounds good to me. All right, so we're gonna let this,
Table it.
table it. We're gonna table this issue,
The bull ditch.
the bull ditch. Beaver Dam and the Cook Ditch.
Yes, if you saw the pictures I handed out, it's a pretty large ditch, beaver dam. I actually met with the guy that lives on the Porter County side, and I guess in the past he has shot some of the beavers for Christie to get him out of there. And he is friends with Mark Whitmer, who I contacted. He removed that ditch, or that beaver dam, from a few months ago in the exact same spot. He said he would do it, so it's going to be the same cost as before, which I think was $1,000 to remove it. The homeowner, his name is John Sawyer. He lives in Porter County. He also had a request to have aquatic spraying done in the ditch, because he said even without the beaver dam there, the water wasn't flowing good at all.
Where's this at?
2400 South, just right at the very corner of the county down there on Porter County. 2400 South, just north of there.
Why don't you tell me? I went and looked at this before this meeting.
Oh.
I didn't realize that's where it was. I just saw Cook Ditch and
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the homeowner has cut a nice path. You can walk right up to the beaver dam. You can stand right above it and see it. Back to the aquatic spray, and he said Christie had done it for him in the past a couple of times. He said it worked really well, and he was wondering if it could be done again. He said a couple times a year, and he said the ditch will be running perfect. And there is.
so we're gonna remove this beaver dam for another $1,000. Is anybody going in there to trap the beavers? Do we know that?
Mark Whitmer said he has a guy from Porter County who works in the government over in Porter County. I think he works in the highway department, I believe. He's going to contact him to trap the remaining beavers there and get them out of there. And then he said Mark Whitmer doesn't remove the beavers. He just does the dam. And like I said, Mr. Sawyer, he on a regular basis will shoot the beavers, even without being asked.
Hope he does that in season.
Yeah.
So what do you want on this? Well, the problem is if Mark goes in there and cleans this out without trapping the beavers first, that's going to be an issue. So we need to get somebody lined up to be trapping this. And
Yeah, see, he told me he was going to contact the guy in Porter County to trap the ones in this particular dam.
You didn't think you were going to volunteer for something.
well, I got somebody who'll trap it, so that I just need to know if he's going to do it. If this guy's not going to do it, I can get somebody probably to do
I
it.
think if the board so wishes, you could approve this pending John and Jeff's review about trapping and
Contingent upon a plan to trap the
Yes.
beavers. Yep.
But I can't see removing it without trapping them first.
no.
Because
no.
we're just going to have
You'll
the
be
same
doing
issue.
it again.
Nope.
Yep.
When was this removed the last time?
That was back in July, I think, June or July.
Didn't
It's
take
not that
them
long ago.
Didn't take them long.
Beavers are good.
Yes, they work. All
So can we have a motion for that that we proceed with this?
So move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Monthly reports. Hudson Lake. Not telling me you got a high level or we got a problem.
We just lost an inch in 5 days. So anyway, Georgette Joyce, 7299 East Hudson Point Lane in New Carlisle. So the lake is down. We're barely over an inch over the weir, so we're really low. And that's it. You know, people had to pull their boats way early, and no one screamed at me that they have a boat stuck in the muck, so most of them probably pulled them. The Lake Grands, we were going to try to do a stony starwort treatment of an invasive species, a second treatment, but it turns out now we've waited too late in the season and the temperatures are going too low. We didn't know when the dredging was going to happen, so we didn't know how they would overlap, so we had put it off. Well, now it has to wait till next year. But we're going to meet with the Lear group on October 22nd to go over the invasive species, and they do studies and everything. We figure out the next year's spend. So that's all in place. And then the dredging has, we haven't started dredging, but everything's mobilized. All the permits and all the contracts and money changes have happened. So once the farmer, where we're going to put the retention ditch, harvests, he hasn't harvested yet, but obviously hopefully it'll happen very soon. They'll do the retention pond and then we'll start the dredge. But the pipe has already been laid out. The public ramp is now closed because we're, again, just ready to jump out of the gate as soon as we can to get that done. It takes 6 to 8 weeks. So once we start, hopefully it'll be done sometime, maybe the end of November, sometime in December, but definitely before Christmas. That's exciting. First time Hudson Lake has ever been dredged in its history. So exciting. And then the drain agreement, we're in really good shape. We're hoping to have it signatures and have it signed off to be effective January 1st of 2025. You know, but it has to go through a lot, but at least we've shook hands informally with the DNR as far as the language and all that goes. We weren't able to we got permission to service the drain, but we didn't do that because they're doing construction on the house where the drain is, and there's so much activity there. We don't want to be stepping on each other's toes, so I'm not sure when it will happen, but we'll get in there as soon as we can, where it's safe for everybody. And we got positive feedback from the DNR as far as doing the tour for the Taylor ditch to go over that. We're looking at sometime in November. So we have to have the harvest done, and then Tony, I'll work with you to coordinate so that we can maybe get the drone out there and a DNR person and us to figure out how to do a better job of maintaining that ditch. And then lastly, the Hudson Point Conservation Association will do their annual public meeting on it's targeted for November 12th from 4:30 to 5:30 at the New Carlisle Public Library. And that's it. Any questions?
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Brad, you got anything?
Just a real quick update on the White Ditch, since it's not on the agenda separately. This is up in Michiana Shores. So last month we brought it to the board's attention that there was a 20-year agreement or memorandum of understanding between the Drainage Board and the town of Michiana Shores so that the town could obtain a grant. And then basically the maintenance of the section of the ditch was turned over to the town. We did track down that initial agreement. It was executed December 19th, 2003. So we're certainly at the 20-year period on that. A second agreement was executed on a different section of the White Ditch in 2020. So that one is still in effect. Similar process. The town had applied for a grant. They needed the cooperation of the Drainage Board to get that grant so the funds could come in. So Dinah Dumbrief, the town council president, is here today, but basically we're going to meet tonight. The town's going to decide how they want to approach it, and then they'll come back to the board. I've talked with Tony, I've talked with John, and I'll sort of serve as a mediator between the two boards since I represent both, and we'll figure out the right course of action going forward.
Okay, anybody got any questions? Tony?
Oh, reports. We have some money left from FEMA from the flood 8 years ago, about $7,700 that we're aware of now from the county auditor. We have some farmers, one of the farmers is Dan Gums, that would like to take that money and use it to get some dead trees or falling trees or leaning trees, make sure they don't go in the river to prevent another flood in the area. So we're asking the board's permission to go out for bid for some sections that the farmers discuss with us and bring it back to the board, see if we can use that FEMA money. If we don't use the FEMA money, no one really knows what to do with it. We don't know how to give it back to FEMA, so if we do some preventative maintenance, that meets the FEMA rules of the funding. So we're asking for the board's permission to go for bids for some section of trees to do preventative maintenance for flooding on the Kankakee River with partnership of the Kankakee River Basin Commission.
Where is this going to take place at? Do we know?
It's a large stretch.
There's more trees than we can pay for. I believe, did he text me that? Or did he email it to me?
He
As an email. He emailed it to me. It's in LaPorte County, so.
Yeah, I can't open up his attachment.
What you're asking for right now is just to be able to put it out for bid, right?
Create
board
the
would still be
project and
able
put
to
it out
say-
for bid.
Right. So we've got some funds that are available for it, but it'll obviously be above those total funds, so the board will ultimately decide what to do.
Well, I'm just trying to decide where they're gonna do this at.
Yeah.
You know, if you go from 421 up the Kankakee River, I don't think anything ever gets done there. So,
I don't think it started that far. I think Davis.
35.
Yeah. I
By
think
35.
Yeah. I think the farthest south might have been Davis, or I don't know. He put down each stretch how many miles it was and number of trees. It was, I think, 140 fallen trees, and he had like almost 100 leaning trees.
It was a stretch that we don't get to. And even KRBC hasn't got to in quite a while.
I think Davis is 1,500.
yeah, the Davis is 1,500 if you're going from Davis to 35.
Yeah. If you have another section you'd like us to look at,
I guess I'd rather see us, if we're gonna spend this money, that we look at a different section further down.
all right?
Because nothing ever gets down there by 421 from county line to 421. We don't do anything down there.
Nope.
I think if you drive down 421, you look down that river. If we're gonna spend money on this, I think we need to do something where there hasn't been anything done for quite a while. I mean, I don't know the last time we did anything through there, but
We can bid out that section and the other section at Davis and 35 and bring it to the board and see what you guys want to do.
I think that's what we need to do. Is we need to and go down by the start county line and work your way back towards 421.
All right, we'll bid those sections out. Bring them back to the board. The money's been sitting there a while, so it's nothing.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Nothing on joint boards. We got any claims?
Nope. No claims.
Public comment? No public comment? You just must like coming to these meetings, right? And see what's going on.
She's gonna take
Well,
it
we
back to
like-
the board tonight.
So, all right, we'll adjourn the meeting. Next meeting will be November 12th, 8:30 in this room. Thank you.